Hi, so today we're going to talk about stocks versus cryptocurrency. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Instagram, Stocks with Sam. So why are we talking about stocks versus cryptocurrency? Stocks and cryptocurrency are two major investing platforms that are starting to get reasonable notice. So it's really important you understand the pros and cons associated with these two. I personally have invested in both stocks and cryptocurrency, and I've been somewhat profitable. So my opinions aren't really emotionally tied. It's just really based off my experience. So right now I have a list of things I like about stocks and things I like about crypto, things I hate about stocks, things I hate about crypto, and it's a pretty long list, and I don't want to take up your time, so I'm going to zoom through it. If you feel the need to pause this video to get a better understanding of what I said, please be free to do so. So we're going to start off with stocks. So what I like about stocks is that news brings it up. If a company releases a good earnings report or a good acquisition or even a good research breakthrough, that can increase your loss into a profit. So it's great. Also, another thing I like about stocks is that you can borrow on margin. So what does it mean to borrow on margin? Basically, if you predict that a stock is going to go up and you want to increase your profit, borrowing on margin basically means is that you are going to borrow money to buy that stock. Now, if the stock goes down, you have to pay that person back and you take a personal loss yourself. So it can get drastic, but the idea of just even increasing your profit is the great thing about it. And another thing I like about stocks is that you make money if the stock goes down. So what does that mean? You make money if the stock goes down. You can short stocks. Shorting is the idea of believing that a stock is going to go down, so you are going to borrow shares from somebody and sell them in hopes that it goes down. So let me put it as an example. Let's say there's a stock at $4 right now and you want to make a profit. You short 200 shares of that. So what does that mean to short 200 shares? You're going to sell that stock of $4 at 200 shares, leaving you with $800 in the balance. If the stock goes down to $3, right, you're going to pay the person back their 200 shares. So that difference of $4 and $3 of a $1 difference times 200 is the money you make. You make a $200 profit. Now, if it gets ugly and the stock goes up to $5, you basically have a $1 loss. So you have to pay the person back the 200 shares, but you also have to find a way to get an extra $200 to pay them back. So if you get the concept, it can really get into an infinity loss. That's the problem with shorting. It can get very risky, but it's still a great concept overall. So now we're going to move on to what I hate about stocks. What I hate about stocks is that you get only 3 day trades per particular trading week. So what does that mean? You only get 3 day trades for a particular trading week. Day trading is the idea of buying and selling a stock in one day. So if you buy a stock in the morning and you sell it in the afternoon, that is considered a day trade. You're only limited to 3 in a week, and if you don't have $25,000, so people who have $25,000 are exempted from this, by the way. If you have less than $25,000, this applies to you. If you have more than $25,000, forget this. This isn't a particular issue you're going to experience. So now we're going to move on to crypto. Actually, no. Before we even move on to crypto, there's another thing I don't like about stocks. There isn't a 24-hour cycle. So basically with stocks is the market opens at 4:30 a.m. for exclusive board members, and it closes at 8 p.m. for them. For average Joes like me and you, it opens a little bit later in the morning, like I believe 6 in the morning, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, to about 8 p.m. at night. So it really isn't 24 hours of trading. It's only limited to a certain amount of hours. Now, when we move on to crypto, here's what I like about crypto. There's a 24-hour trading cycle. So what that means is that if you want to buy and sell cryptocurrency, you can do so constantly. It's an always constant trading going on. So basically at 3 in the morning, if you want to buy crypto, you could sell it at 7 a.m. in the next day, or you could sell it at 2 a.m. of the following day. It's always open. There's no close. For a stock, there's a close after 8 o'clock. Now, another thing I like about cryptocurrency is that you get unlimited day trades regardless of your account size. So what does that mean, you get unlimited day trade? You can buy and sell cryptocurrency regardless of how much money you have in your account. Remember when I told you about stocks where you can only buy and sell unlimited day trades if you had more than $25,000? With crypto, that does not apply. So let's move on to what I hate about cryptocurrency. What I don't like about cryptocurrency is that major cryptocurrency exchanges charge you a small fee to trade cryptocurrency. So usually they charge you a fee for every transaction you make. Every buy, you have to pay a small fee. But with brokerages like Robinhood or other brokerages like Webull, you don't have to do that. So like with stock brokerages, you don't have to pay a trading fee. It's completely free. But with cryptocurrency like Coinbase and Binance, you have to pay a small fee regardless of the transaction. So if you make 5-day trades, expect 5 small fee transactions. But with Robinhood or with Charles Schwab or with Webull, if you make 5 transactions, you keep the money for every transaction. Your profit is your profit. You're not sharing it with anyone. What I don't like about cryptocurrency is that you have to wait for your deposited to be settled for it to initiate a transaction. So basically I'm not initiate a transaction. You have to wait for your deposit to be settled to begin trading. So what does that mean? Basically, if you want to start trading cryptocurrency right away, you have to wait a whole week for larger deposits before you can begin trading. As opposed to Robinhood or other brokerages that offer this premium, you can start trading right away once you have an instant deposit. So another thing I don't like about cryptocurrency is the spikes are random. So basically, you know how I told you with stocks that a company releases news to bring it up? With cryptocurrency, sometimes spikes are only associated with what a country is doing. So back in 2019, I believe China was, the citizens started to try to purchase cryptocurrency before it had been banned. And they were purchasing cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and other international countries, which increased the price of Bitcoin. So that, you know, was great. But then other than that, there hasn't been any crazy spikes in cryptocurrency. So what's the better option? If you're more of the technical analysis type of guy and you understand how charts work and you don't like to be bounded by day trades, I lean more onto crypto. But if you're also the type of fundamentalist where you believe in a company, the branding delivers, and the sales, I lean more onto stocks. Personally, for me, I lean more onto stocks, but I understand why someone would lean with crypto. Now, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And if I left out anything in this video, please let me know in the comments. I honestly appreciate your feedback.